As everybody's coming up and in, I want to invite you to look at the picture up close of Dr. King. I believe that if you look around our church building for pictures of people's faces, you'll find the most pictures of Dr. King. And in my office, besides photos of my family, there's only one other person who's up on the wall. It's Dr. King. And this is the weekend we celebrate his life and ministry, and I think it's really, and tomorrow over 600 people will come out through the church, and like Mel said, tens of thousands of people around the region and hundreds of thousands around the country. It's a great part of our country to be a part of this. And I'm so proud that Dr. King is a part of who we are as a church and who we want to be as a people. I'm really proud when the kids get excited and interested in Dr. King. A lot of kids have asked me, how old would he be if he hadn't died, if he wasn't killed? And the answer, does anyone know today? How old would he be? Micah?
92.
Close. A little younger.
90?
87. 87. He was born in 29. And last weekend, a lot of us were here when a wonderful past minister of the church, Reverend David Park, spoke in that pulpit. David Park is 87. So they're both the same age, and if Dr. King would not have been tragically killed, it's possible he would still be with us in America today, speaking and leading. It's very possible he would have been with us a much longer than he was. So it's a big loss. How many people, let's look out here, you guys, because I know, let's look out to the adults, because the kids are going to answer no to this. How many people remember seeing Dr. King in person or on TV? Okay, so look out there, everybody. That's living history, okay? That's awesome. So we can ask them questions about what they remember from seeing Dr. King either in person at an event. But did anyone meet Dr. King here? Did anyone meet him in person? Okay, let's see anybody. And so part of what's interesting, we wish he was with us. We need him. And so many of the issues that face our nation today sadly remain tenaciously problematic. He talked about militarism, racism, and poverty being the three-headed monster of American problems, and I believe they still absolutely are. So, and it's also true, the shapes and forms of how things progress change. So it is a part of our job to live out the Kingian tradition, to figure out what is the best way to put our energy to use. Learning, speaking out, asking for change at systemic levels, building partnerships, helping somebody who's down. So we do that. And this weekend there's a very powerful thing happening. You see next to me, on both sides of us, are two t-shirts. We, with Reverend Daniel's leadership, are doing a wonderful project tomorrow with an organization called Heeding God's Call, which helps fight against gun violence. So in our city, last year, over 280 people were murdered. It's really very, very sad. And we want to honor those people, and we're honoring them today. Some of their names, how old they were when they died, and their their death date are on the t-shirts. So if you can look around, we have some of them here in our liturgy today to honor them, to hold them in our hearts with love, and their family and friends who lost them. And we're going to put up tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Anybody's invited to come out and participate or witness. We're going to put 283 t-shirts on Lincoln Drive, and they're going to be up for a while, and Reverend Daniel's going to lead a consecration honoring those folks at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And that's one example of us using our hearts and brains because we want to reduce.
Might not be here tomorrow.
Well, if you're not here at that time, any of us, it's okay because we'll be here in spirit and we can see it another time too. But it's us using our hearts and brains to figure out what would Dr. King do today, okay? And so we need you guys and girls, kids, children, youth, to be thinking now and in the future, telling us, because we don't always know. And a lot of times we have blind spots ourselves and think something's just the way it is when it really needs to be changed. So will you do that for us in the coming days and weeks and years? Help us think, hey, this is what we think Dr. King would be saying today. Does that sound like a good deal? Can you be telling us what you think Dr. King would be saying in the coming months and years? Okay. Okay. Well, we love you guys so much. And we're going to take the offering now, so it's a little, let's pretend this is not logistically difficult at all. You're going to go back to your seats, and we're going to take the offering. Every single dollar goes to Share the Plate of the Dr. King Day of Service. Every dollar given, please give generously, folks. This is an opportunity for you to live out Dr. King values. Goes to our efforts for Dr. King Day of Service. And you guys, if you can, also, you can put $1 in the plate or a quarter or something. So, okay, so go back, and then we're going to sing you off to your programs.